Hey, what's going on, guys? Austin here with the Third Rate Podcast for the Fourth Rate Duelist. We're just doing some quick tests on the video process for this channel. We're going to be doing a lot of duels, a lot of stuff like that. So this may or may not be the first official video. We're, again, just testing some stuff out. May end up leaving this on the channel, may end up not. So I just want to show you guys a quick little Eldlich profile deck that I use for my Synchro deck. Back about a year ago when Synchro, Eldlich, and Emancipator were pretty big in the game, everybody was basically using those two decks. Link Cross ended up getting banned. Orion ended up getting banned. A lot of the big combo pieces end up getting banned. People do eventually find workarounds to those, and I've discovered a few. And I think people have probably already known about these combos. It just doesn't see very much play. And again, it's not quite as recursive as the original Jet Synchron combo. But it does allow you to do some pretty fun stuff. So I have EDO Pro opened up here. We'll go and show you guys quickly the combo and how it works. So I'll extend this window out here. The basic premise is you need to have one of your one-card combos to go into Halkifi Brax and get the Auroradon combo kind of started. So you can use Righty Driver, you can use Tour Guide, you can use Desk Bots, you can use Plague Spreader Zombie, and I'll go over the profile here in just a second. But as long as you have a way to basically have one of your starters and then another way to get another level 2 tuner out on the field before you go and do the Auroradon combo, or after you do it and Deskbot summons itself back from the graveyard, you can use that to go into TG Hyper Librarian and abuse its effect to basically draw 3 cards. And if you're playing Synchro Eldlich, you can have your ending Synchro monster be a Chaos Ruler to mill 5, and that will usually get your engine, your Eldlich engine kickstarted in a way that it's really hard to come back from. So I'll show you the combo now. Again, it really just depends on what you mill and what you draw off TG Hyper Librarian, but usually going +3 and milling 5, depending on the deck, can be really, really beneficial and win games outright. So yeah, we'll start off normal summoning Righty Driver, use its effect to special summon Lefty Driver from the deck. If you want to, you can kind of, if you know they have a negate that isn't destroy, you can bait this out by increasing its level, and maybe they'll use a negate that's fucking pointless. So I always like to activate it just so it can increase its level by 1 and kind of bait out a negate that people might accidentally use or not assuredly use. Use both of these to go into Halkifi Brax, activate Halkifi Brax's effect to special summon a level 3 or lower tuner from my deck, and I'm going to use Deskbot 001 because this is the one that doesn't have a hard once per turn or even a soft once per turn, and it will special summon itself from the graveyard basically every time. So we'll use those 2 cards, go into Auroradon, and in this circumstance you usually want to have a Satellite Synchron here, or a level 2 tuner like Plague Spreader Zombie, which was what we're going to have off of Foolish Burial. But you do have 6 ways to get to Satellite Synchron, so again, it's decently recursive, but it's not always going to work out. Like, as you can see, I didn't draw it in this hand. So we'll end up sending Foolish Burial to the graveyard. We'll activate Foolish Burial, sending Plague Spreader Zombie. We'll use its effect in the graveyard to activate. In this case, we'll send Eldlich because it's not doing anything right now. We may need this Foolish Burial goods for another thing if we end up drawing too many of one-offs of the Eldlich cards. We'll use Plague Spreader Zombie's body and the level 3 token, because both level 3 and level 2 equal level 5 to go into TG Hyper Librarian. And again, TG Hyper Librarian lets you draw a card every time there's a Synchro summon. Not a hard once per turn, not a soft once per turn. It was pretty broken back in the Synchro Eldlich days. It's a great card. There's a reason it's limited to 1. So let me get this going here. So yeah, once we get those tokens out, this is where we start to kind of abuse its effect to draw 3 cards. So we'll go into Quandox. It'll pop off, draw a card. We got it tuning. Not anything great, but it might send an Eldlich material, so we'll see if that does anything. Use Shooting Riser's effect. I like to, depending on the hand, like if I have a really big Eldlich hand, I'm actually not going to go into my Chaos Ruler. I'll still probably just go into a Borreload Savage to have a 2 Boral counter Borreload that's 3750 attack. Or I could even stop it and go into Shen Shen if I wanted to, because Shen Shen is just really, really oppressive right now. So yeah, we'll activate Shooting Riser's effect. Sending Ash Blossom to the graveyard needs to be a level 3, so it goes down to a level 4. Level 4 plus level 4 equals level 8. So we'll go Chaos Ruler, use its effect to mill 5. And again, we still haven't put out a negate on the board yet, but ooh, man, see, like, that's going to be a good Eldlich mill. So 3 Eldlich cards are getting sent to the graveyard, and we got some graveyard extenders here. So we're looking at a really, really good hand. We'll banish Elixir of Black Awakening. We will set, I'm trying to think what the best option is here. Yeah, we'll set a Golden Land Forever because the Omni Negate trap counter is just too good sometimes. We'll activate Foolish Burial Goods. We will send, because I mean we already have a Huaquero in the graveyard. I saw that in there. So I think what the best option to do here would probably be to send Eldlich. Yeah, so we'll banish Eldlich. Again, this is where the recursiveness part of Chaos Ruler and the Synchro Eldlich part comes in, because you can just kind of kickstart your engine. So again, yeah, we have a Huaquero. So on the end phase, we're going to get an Eldlich, we're going to get a Destroy, and we're going to get an Omni Negate just from that engine alone. And we still have stuff to go into here up here. So we'll activate tuning, see if we can mill anything else, which we really don't need to in this case. But again, it's gonna mill a Conquistador, so we're gonna get 2 Eldlich spells or traps out on here, and it's just gonna get Eldlich out a lot. But regardless of that, here is where I'd probably go into Shen plus Dawn Dragster. So I'd use Living Fossils effect, or I'd use World Legacy Successions effect to get out Deskbot 001, attach that to Chaos Ruler to go into Shen. I would then probably use Living Fossil because I want to have Dawn Dragster, which is level 7, so I'd probably use it. And it actually doesn't look like I have anything. I can use Ash to go into Borreload Savage. So I think what we'll do here is we'll go World Legacy Succession. We will go Deskbot 001 right here. And I forgot I actually do have a Satellite Synchron, so I guess that technically does work out. No, well, we're going to actually wait on that. We're going to... Actually, you know what? I'm trying to think here, because then if I go 3, 2... I don't have another non-tuner. Oh, I will have an Arclight, though. Yeah, I think actually we will do that. So yeah, we'll activate that. Because again, this is non-linear, you guys. So you have so many options. Like, I'm technically going to draw 5 cards off of TG's effect here. So we will go... it doesn't actually look like I have it in here, which is interesting to me. I thought I had Shen. Oh yeah, it's right there. I'm like, where's my Shen? So yeah, we'll go into Shen, draw another card. So now we're at draw 4. Drew and Ash. Hallelujah. It's actually kind of crazy. We'll do Living Fossil to get back Lefty Driver. And we will get an Arclight out here on the board. So again, this is probably one of the better case scenarios where you just have extenders for days out the wazoo, which is crazy. Doesn't usually happen this way. So yeah, when you get it like this, it's pretty nice. And you know, you could activate Chaos Ruler here to get another 3000 body. I'm not gonna do that. I'm satisfied with the board I have here. So like if we go into our end phase here, with normal chain, I can kind of show you guys the interruptions we're going to end on. So end phase, we'll banish Conquistador. We will banish Huaquero to set 2 Eldlichs. And yeah, so if we were to activate on this on the opponent's turn immediately, we could activate Eldlich. And that would basically be our end board going into the opponent's turn. And what you have here, we can go through this. And again, sometimes we get this. Sometimes it's a little bit stronger than this. I mean, we have a floodgate. Basically, anything sent from the field to the graveyard is banished. So you got a single floodgate. You've got an Omni Negate and Herald of the Arclight. If Eldlich resolves and is live, you have an Omni Negate and Golden Land Forever. You have a Destroy and Conquistador. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have a 5th interruption in Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. So you've got cards here next turn to do it all over again. So you've got full combo again next turn with Ready Driver plus Plague Spreader and Satellite Synchron. So Eldlich Synchron didn't die. It just got a little less recursive. And if you know what you're doing, you can get out some really strong boards. So yeah, that's Synchro Eldlich. I'll go through the deck profile here really quick for you guys just so you can kind of see what it is. I run 2 Eldlich the Golden Lord. 3s can be a little bit bricky. You have to run Colt Wing. It's the 1 Garnet / brick in the deck, but you need to run it because it just extends out your play so much. 3 hand traps, so just 3 Ash Blossom. I need this for Shooting Rise, or you have to be able to send a level 3 to kind of go into your Chaos Ruler for Eldlich. 3 Satellite Synchron, again, lets you abuse TG Hyper Librarian because it special summons itself when you special summon a card from the graveyard. Plague Spreader, again, super busted card. It's basically Jet Synchron on crack because it's not a hard once per turn. It's literally better than Jet Synchron for this deck. It's ridiculous. 3 Righty Driver, again, just a starter to get you into your Hulk boards. Lefty Driver, the 1 Garnet that doesn't really hurt too much, but you don't want to see it in your opening hand. I do run 1 Foolish Burial Goods just in case I draw, a weird Eldlich card that I need to kind of get the ratios right, because sometimes you'll draw Duke Conquistador and you don't want to do that. 2 Eldlich Black Awakening. I want to see these sometimes, especially in my end board if I've already got a big Synchro board off. Foolish Burial. This is just, stuff for Plague Spreader. I really want, if I can get 3 Plague Spreaders in the graveyard, man, I'm going to have a good day. So, 1 Monster Reborn. Again, just an extender in case I get Ash. Tuning. Ways to get to Satellite. World Legacy Succession. I used to run 3 of these in Pure Synchro and still do. Same with Living Fossil. These are just extenders in case you get hand trapped. So like this deck on a good day can work through a single hand trap, still get out a full board, and have their Eldlich back row. But yeah, 2 Cursed Eldland. I don't run 3 because I don't want to see 2 of these. Like they're great cards, but they also limit you in a way. So 3 Eldlich Scarlet Sanguine. That's necessary. That card's just busted. 3 Conquistador really good right now. I contemplate between that and 3 Haquero. I'm just running 2 right now. 1 Golden Land Forever. We got Satellite Warrior. What's cool about Satellite Warrior is if they've got a mass field, you can and you have full board, you can technically get 3 to 4 Synchro monsters in the graveyard and have 3 to 4 pops when you special summon this card. So, and you can do it on your opponent's turn if you use Shooting Riser correctly to minus out or add the level. 1 Shen, so impressive right now, so good the fact that I can just get it out that easy. Chaos Ruler, again, you need it for this deck to mill your Eldlich shit. Borreload, Anya to Gate on a stick. I do run 1 Zeta. Zeta just, to me, is a really good card right now. And it's just, it does a lot of stuff. Like, the fact that you can banish a monster till the end of the turn as well as this card, or the next standby phase, is really good in a lot of circumstances. Shooting Riser, necessary. Dawn Dragster, it's not necessary necessarily, but like not necessarily. It's not super necessary, but like right now in this format, a lot of people are using spells. So the fact that you can have a spell / trap negate on a 2100 body and just decrease the level to do it, like, it's good. TG, you need this card, man. Sometimes you'll abuse it to draw fucking 6. It's insane. Like, TG is insane. You want a new hand? That's the way to do it. Quandox, again, just a necessary evil. It will also Synchro summon on your opponent's turn if you can use it as material. 1 Herald of the Arclight. I sometimes go back and forth between putting 2 of these in because 2 of these plus a board load is just devastating. 2 Auroradon, 2 Hulk, and 1 Almirage. You really need 2 Hulk and 2 Auroradon just to kind of extend your plays out next turn to go into stuff again. And then 1 Almirage for Plague Spreader. Plague Spreader is just a really, really good card. If you open it going first, you're going to need the Almirage to get it going. So it's not technically a 1-card combo. It's technically 2, but it's really good. Like, the card's really, really good. So 3 Nibiru. This is just because a lot of my locals play a bunch of combo heavy stuff. 3 Chaos Hunter for Tri-Brigade. 1 Harpies and 2 Twin for anything that's back row like Dark Magician. 3 Prohibition for anything stupid like Mystic Mind or dumb shit like that. And then 3 Mask of Restrict for, I don't know why I keep looking over here. The camera's right here. 3 Mask of Restrict for Drytron. So that's the deck, you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know. I love Synchro Eldlich. It wins me lots of games, and I still think it's one of the most powerful decks despite it not having almost any representation. It just sometimes it does lose to hand traps, but that's Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the combo. We'll be doing more videos like this in the future, and thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button.